The 3.6 special program gave us a look into what to expect for the coming update on 11 April with new playable characters Baizhu and Kaveh and some incredible new enemies and events to look forward to. Although this livestream felt very short, it is packed with juicy Easter eggs and secrets that can easily avoid the eye. Here are 7 details I think you are going to love, and you may want to stick around because one of them include that fight scene between Cyno and Wanderer. Number 1. This is beautiful continuation and such a cool Easter egg from HoYoverse, so well done to them. Our first look at Baiju's workspace is in Xiao's Endless Suffering short trailer, where we can see that he is holding a Sumeru rose and illustrating in a book when Xiao wakes up. There's also a flower pot on the right side. In the special program, only when speaking about Baizhu do we get this background with his book, where we can see a Sumeru rose illustration and violet grass on the open page, which is part of his idle animation. You can also see the same flower pot on the right hand side, and what is super interesting about all of this is if you head over to Boo Boo Pharmacy, you can see that one of the flower pots is missing the exact same flower that Baizhu has in his flower pot. Number 2. Now this is a pretty short one, but we can actually see a glimpse of Nahida in the scene, and that tells us that her second story is actually going to have a big influence on the narrative of everything we learn about the so-called apocalypse. Number 3, this one is also pretty short, but we will most likely get a cutscene during Nahida's quest from what we can tell from this scene here with Traveler, Nahida and the fungi in what looks like it's going to be a sandstorm, and this one here with what looks like the new Hilichurl enemy waking up in the middle of the sandstorm. Number 4, and this is most likely the reason you clicked on the video, and it's also what I am most excited for in version 3.6. During the battle between the Darshans, we get to see this epic fight scene between Cyno and the Wanderer. If you watch carefully, you can see that the Wanderer is only attacking with one hand. Watching this scene in slow motion, you can see that Wanderer is actually holding a crown in his other hand, and it is probably what Cyno is after. This confirms that Wanderer could be the final representative for the 6 Darshans, although I don't think that this is concrete evidence. But the scene does say a lot about Wanderer's reborn character, that he is not looking to harm anyone as all of his moves were defensive to protect himself. Even his one-handed attacks were not accurate at all, but were just meant to slow Cyno down. At such short range, if Wanderer wants to make a one-handed offensive attack, I'm sure he would have been a bit more accurate and precise instead of just throwing random attacks. Number 5. Kaveh is actually scanning something using Mehrak, as this animation we see coming from his toolbox is the same animation we see when he uses his E to scan the field around him for dendrocores. Number 6. Going back to Baizhu, if you were like me, your attention would probably be captured by Baiju's abilities that you won't even realize that Changsheng, Baiju's snake, follows the attack being created in Baiju's hand, almost like it helps to concentrate the power into a specific point. Number 7, and this is the final one, the final Darshan might not even be any playable character, as the description of the new area ends off by saying only a hidden lost Darshan and mythical creatures safeguard the long sealed mysteries. Of course, we'll have to wait and see when the patch goes live to uncover everything that will be happening. If you are excited for version 3.6 and would like to experience it together, I'd love to have you join me on twitch.tv/SydneyMozA. Don't forget to comment down below if you think I have missed anything.